Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to show you guys how to make a street lamp in Blender. So at first let me turn on the screencast keys. So I turn on the screencast keys, and now we are not going to delete the default cube. We're just going to press H and use it later to make a scene, so that I can show you guys along with the lamp how to make a scene in Blender. So at first I'm going to press 1 on my numpad and go to the front view. Now Shift A to bring the drop down and menu, and then from mesh select cylinder. Now press tab to go to the edit mode, and then S and Z to split down. Now select the lower ring by pressing Alt and then left click, and now press E to extrude and then right click. S to split up, and now E again and then Z to extrude on the Z axis. Now select this upper ring by pressing Alt left click again and Z and then Z to bring it down. Now press S to scale it down, and then E again and then Z to extrude on the Z axis. S to scale it down, E, Z to extrude on the Z axis, and S to scale it down. Now select this upper ring again and then E, Z to extrude on the Z axis, and S to scale it up. For this part we are going to make a ring, so again E and then Z to extrude it out, and S to scale it out a bit. Now E again and then Z. This time we are not going to scale it out or in, and again E, Z. This much will be okay, and then S to scale it down. Now press E again and then Z and S to scale it down. We'll make this ring a little bit thick by going to the X-ray mode. You can go to the X-ray mode by clicking on this icon here which says toggle X-ray, or just use the shortcut or hotkey which is Alt C. So I'm going to press the Alt C and go to the front view by pressing 1. Now make sure that you have deselected select box and drag and select these vertices. Now press S and then Z to scale it on the Z axis. Z and then Z to bring it down. Now to go out of the extreme mode, press Alt C again and then select this upper ring by pressing Alt left click. Now we are going to insert this face, but we are not going to use the shortcut which is I. We are just going to extrude it and make it small. So press E and then right click and then S and scale it down. Now press E again and then Z to extrude on the Z axis. Now we are going to make another same ring here. So press E and then S to scale it out, E again and then S to scale it out, and E again, and this time will not scale it out or in, and E again and scale it down, E again and scale it down. Now we are going to extrude it and then right click and S to scale it down, E to extrude, again E and then right click, S, E and then Z. Now bring it a little bit more up, press Z and then Z to move it upwards. Now we are going to make another ring here, so press E, S and then E again and S and E, this time no scaling, and E again and scale it down this time, and E again and scale it down. And again we'll make this ring a little bit thick, so go to the extreme mode by pressing Alt C, select this vertices, S, Z to make it thick on the Z axis. Now press Alt C to go out of the edit mode, extreme mode, and select the upper ring by pressing Alt left click, press E and then S to scale it down. This will be our post, so E and then Z to extrude it outwards. Z, Z again, and this much will be okay. Now we are going to make two rings here, so the process will be same: extrude and then scaling. Same way, we are going to make another one a little bit up, so E and then Z. Stop here, or you can make it more higher or more lower. Now press E again, then S. So the same steps will be repeated here. E, S, and E, S. Now we are going to make these two rings again thick. So go to the X-ray mode by pressing Alt and C, drag and select these vertices, and now S and Z to scale on the Z axis. Alt C to go out of the edit mode, X-ray mode again, and select this upper ring by pressing Alt and left click. Now we are going to make another long post here, so E and Z, Z again more, and Z. Now we are going to make the same two rings here, so E, S, and then E again, S, E, E, S, E, S. Then again E, Z, and again E, S, E, S, E, E, S to scale it, and then E again, and scale it down. Again, we'll make these two rings thick, so press Alt C to go to the X-ray mode, select these vertices, then S, Z. Alt C again to go out of the X-ray mode this time, and then select this upper loop by pressing Alt left click. So the bottom part of our post is almost ready. So now we're just going to make the upper part where there will be the lamp or the light. So press E and then Z, and here we are just going to make half of the ring so that we can fit our bulb here or lamp here. And E, S, E again, and S, E, and E, and S. We are going to scale it down a little bit, so go to the X-ray mode, select this all vertices. By going into the, I want to tell you that by going into the X-ray mode, you don't have to manually click this, select this all rings. You just can go to the X-ray mode by pressing Alt C and then just select this all vertices. So in that way, all these vertices will be selected without you having to be manually doing it all. So press S, Z. Now I want you to go to the face select here, which will be available here, and select this top face. Then press Shift S to bring the cursor to the selected. So we have to select cursor to selected. Now the cursor moves to this face. So press 1 again, and then now Shift A to bring the drop down menu, mesh, and then Q. So we have to match the size of our lamp so that it matches the ratio of the lamp to the post. So S and then scale it down a bit. Now go back again to the vertex select, which is available here. Now Alt C to go to the X-ray mode and select this 4 vertices. Select the whole cube by pressing A, which will select all the vertices, then Z and then Z to move it to the top. Now press Alt C to go out of the X-ray mode. So now we have to see that the lower part of the cube matches the upper part of the post. So go to the X-ray mode and check it out. So now press 1 again, and then select these 4 vertices again by dragging on top of them, and then S and X to scale on the X-axis. We're going to shape the basic model of the lamp. Now to go to the side view, we have to press 3 on our numpad, and to scale on the Y-axis, press S and then Y and then scale it down. Press 1 to go to the front view again. Now check whether the top part of the lamp matches the ratio of the entire post. Since this time my lamp looks a bit bigger than the ratio that it should maintain, so I am going to just Z and then Z and then S it, scale it down a bit. Now we have to add some edge loops here, so press Ctrl R and make an edge loop here, and now press S and then Y to scale it out. And we have to add another edge loop here, so press again Ctrl R, right click and then S X to scale it on the X-axis. Press tab to go out of the edit mode, 1 to go to the front view, and Alt C to go out of the extreme mode. You can see that this is our basic shape for the lamp. So we have to add some more geometry to our light here. So press tab to go to edit mode, select the face select and select the top faces. Now press E and then right click and S to scale it down. Now go to the front view by pressing 1 and then E to extrude on the Z and Z to extrude on the Z axis. Press E again and then S to scale it down, and then E and Z to extrude on the Z axis. Now for this top part, we are just going to make a small arrow like shape here. So E and then S to scale it down. Then E and Z. This much will be okay. Then E again and Z. Scale it out this time. Then E again and Z and scale it down. Now, as you can see, so this will be our final model but we are still going to make it look more nice. So press 1 again on the keyboard to go to the front view. Select this lamp and you can rename it by pressing F2 and then rename it as lamp. And you can select this one and F2 and rename it as lamp post. Now we have to add the lights, so I'm going to select this top part and then tab and be sure that you have face select on. You can click you can select these faces manually by clicking on them, or you can just use a smarter method, I guess, which is Alt and then left click to select this entire face. Now press 1. Now if I press I and insert, it is not going to insert individually, so I have to press I again so that it inserts individually, and I will insert it to this level. Now to extrude it along the normals, I am going to select extrude region and from here extrude along normals. Now select this one and extrude it down so that it goes inwards. This much will be okay, I guess. So press 1 again to go to the front view. Now press P to separate this faces from the main object. I'm going to press P and then separate by selection. Now press tab to go out of the edit mode and select these faces. Be sure that you have this part of the object selected and rename it as lamp lights, so that when we are selecting them we we know about what we are selecting. Now I am going to add a subdivision modifier to our post. So go to the modifier tab, then add modifier and subdivision modifier. You see, when we add the subdivision modifier, our geometry looks like, or our mesh looks more like this. So we need to add some more edge loops here so that it looks more sharper. And before doing that, go here to the object data, and then from here to the normals, and then auto smooth. Now, and then you can click the object and say it smooth. Now tap to go to edit mode, and now press Ctrl R to add an edge loop, and then slide it upwards, and then Ctrl R again and slide it downwards. As you can see, it makes them more sharper. Now press that. We'll do, before telling you that, we will do the same for all of these rings so that they look more sharp. So press tab again. Before that, just select the selection box, and then so that the extrusion doesn't hinder you in any way. Then Ctrl R and add an edge loop, then slide it down, Ctrl R and then slide it up, and here we're going to add Ctrl R and another edge loop, two edge loops, right click, and then what you can do is S and then Z to scale on the Z axis. Same way we are going to do here, but this time in a different way, which is adding one loop at a time. So Ctrl R, slide up, Ctrl R, slide down. You can do here, we will go to division method, which is tab, Ctrl R, to scroll the wheel so that it gets two cuts, then S, Z. Now we'll add some here, so you will understand that we are doing this the same thing for each of this part. So Ctrl R, Ctrl R, Ctrl R, Ctrl R, Ctrl R here. Yes. Then press 1 again. Then Ctrl R to add an edge loop here. Ctrl R here to add an edge loop. Bring it down. We have to add another one. Bring it down. Then another one here, and move it up. We will add another one here. Sorry if I'm repeating the same steps. I'm just doing that so that you guys can follow easily. Now, as you can see, it looks more nice now. Now press 1 to go to the front view again. I love front view, by the way. Then select this one and this object, these two objects. We'll parent these two objects with this so that when we move the post or scale it or we do anything with it, in the same thing or applies on these two. So select this, then Ctrl P and set parent to object. Now you see when I move this one, it moves along with it, or when I scale it out, it scales with the object. Ctrl C. And then now we'll be sure to go to the render properties and then select that we have EV as our renderer, and turn this on ambient occlusion, bloom, and screen space reflections. Now select the lamp light. Select you will see that when we parent the objects, the objects which were parented will come under the objects, so it will be available here under lamp post, lamp lights. Now go to the shading